Good morning, 5th grade online learners. Today is January 15th, 2021. It's a Friday. Welcome to Mr. Monza science class. Today we have Mrs. Bellier's class with us. Everybody say hello.
Hi. Bye.
Okay, thank you. And today is my older sister's birthday. Her name is Diane. So I have to call Diane, or at least send her a text. And I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. And I don't know why, but her birthday always is something I remember. Maybe it's the first one of the year. And I need to give her a call today, January 15th. Okay, everybody say happy birthday, Diane.
Happy birthday, Diane.
Maybe I'll get her to watch this video later. She'll be really excited. She got a shout out. Okay, just a quick review before the quiz. We talked about these people in the book, and they're standing there watching a bus go by. The bus and the people are in motion from the perspective of the people on the sidewalk. But if you're sitting on the bus and you're not moving and everyone around you is not moving, then you're not really in motion relative to the people on the bus. Okay, so sometimes it depends on where you're sitting or standing as to whether or not motion is happening. Okay? All right, so that's the idea of that page. And here's our vocabulary words that you should know. If you don't know these words, I would go back to the study guide on Google Classroom and take a better look at them. Let me do a video check, make sure we are still, yep, the clock is still running, so we are still recording. Sometimes this video shuts off right in the middle of recording. Acceleration, make sure you know what acceleration means. Force, friction, gravity, inertia, motion, Newton, speed, and velocity. Those are the words that you need to know. Let's see how many there are. 9 of them. Guess what? That's the first 9 questions on the quiz. Question from Ben.
Did Isaac Newton write the laws of physics?
Did Isaac Newton write the laws of physics? Isaac Newton wrote the first 3 laws that dealt with motion. So he didn't write all the laws of physics, but he did write the Newton's first, second, and third law, which dealt with gravity and objects in motion and forces. So yes, he contributed, but he didn't write every single law in physics. On the second page, we talked about Newton's first law, which is his first law of motion explains what happens to objects that are at rest or moving. If something's at rest, it will remain at rest. Wait a second. What? Yes, my computer, you guys aren't used to me making videos, but my computer, the screen will go blank. It does not necessarily mean that it quit recording. It just goes into energy saving mode. Yeah, so I can't really see what's going on because the screen goes blank, but as soon as I touch a key on the keyboard, I can see that it's still recording. Thank you for that, Gianna. Okay, so, huh? All right. Mr. Casper, what's up?
We're going to switch back, not now, but this class is with me around 11:35.
11:35.
Music today, yeah.
Okay.
On Fridays.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So back to Newton's law, guys. An object at rest will stay at rest unless something starts moving it. An object in motion will stay in motion unless something slows it down. That's Newton's law. And he came up with that based on watching an apple fall from a tree. And from that, he developed a theory for the whole universe. I will answer questions when we're all done, guys. Okay, so speed, velocity, and acceleration. Speed is an object. The speed of an object is a measure of distance it moves over given time. Velocity is a measure of both an object's speed and its direction. Acceleration is, since velocity describes both speed and direction, acceleration can be a change in speed, a change in direction, or both. Sometimes you think of acceleration of just speeding up, but you guys in the background, you're being a little bit silly. Excuse me. It's hard to make the video if you guys are being silly. Remember, there's people at home trying to get a good review here, so pay attention. Okay, so acceleration deals with speeding up, slowing down, or change in direction. And they give examples of a cheetah, a blue whale, a falcon, and a dragonfly. On the next page, we talked about the balanced and unbalanced forces, and they gave an example of a dog and a child pulling on a rope, and then two children are pulling on the rope. That's a pretty big dog. I don't suggest doing that, but it's a decent example, but I think that dog's probably going to win that battle. Then they talk about Newton's second law, and it deals with force and force. Let's see, they give some examples. Newton's second law of motion describes the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. And I would pay attention to page F11 if you have your books. If not, check out the study guide. The last page deals with gravity and friction. Gravity is what keeps us here on Earth. It's what keeps the planets going around the sun. It's what keeps the moon going around the Earth. Okay? So again, the best way to prepare for this quiz is to look at the study guide or read the book or do both. The websites will also help you. Does anybody have any questions? Yes?
Was the apple falling from the, is it actually real?
Is that something that really happened? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question was, did the apple actually fall from the tree, and did Newton learn from that? Now, this happened in the year 1600. So nobody that was around back then is around now. But he wrote a theory based on it, and he published books, and scientists debated that issue. So did it actually happen? Newton said it did. I wasn't there, I don't know, but I would be willing to bet, yes, that's actually how he discovered it. That's what made him curious. Question?
Why don't you do Google Meets instead of videos?
This is the format I've chosen to use, rather than a Google Meet. We do Google Meets on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, but other than that, we make these recorded lessons. Okay? All right, let me check and see if we are still recording. And yes, we are just about done with our approximate time limit, so I'd like to say good luck on your quiz at home. If you score below out of 7 out of 10, I will reset it. I will reset your quiz and you can have another chance. All right, thank you again, 5th grade online learners. Use that study guide, and we will see you tomorrow, or Monday actually. Have a nice weekend.